What's up everyone, welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max and today we're taking a look at this all new Mercedes AMG A45. So the little hot hatch, which kind of turned the entire hot hatch segment into a hyper hatch segment, I think. Let's take a look at the spec, because we have a very cool orient brown color with 19-inch black wheels, red brake calipers, and I think the only thing missing from this car is the AMG aerodynamics pack, which means you get that huge rear wing and some winglets and a different front spoiler splitter. We do however have the diffuser, very cool, with the AMG performance exhaust, so black tips with a very impressive sound. And well, it is very civil, sort of. The AMG performance spoilers, the aerodynamic pack really make it a different car. So if you are looking for a hot hatch which is sort of more or less under the radar, this would be a good spec, I think. So there's the key with the AMG logo right there. So let's take a look inside. Where we have these AMG performance seats by Recaro, which look really cool, but they are quite hard. So really take a look at these seats if you're interested in getting one of these, or any AMG model. These performance seats are very nice, very snug, but they are hard, so you really have to think if you want that. So we have this sort of carbon leather stuff on the dash, which I think looks really good. We have a panoramic roof, an AMG performance steering wheel with Alcantara. All in all, it's a really nice car to be in, because it is very nice. There's leather everywhere. Only this is kind of old, this stuff. But they did upgrade this screen, so I think that looks a lot better than before. What else? We have an AMG exclusive package, which gives you some little things inside. We have an AMG Dynamic Plus package, which means we have the performance steering wheel and this race mode down here on the drive selector. As I said, the performance exhaust, and well, we also have the AMG Drivers Package, so that means the top speed is raised from 250 to 270 kilometers an hour. So I will take it to the Autobahn later on, so if you're interested you can subscribe, and we will also be uploading a couple of POV videos, one of the Autobahn and an acceleration run and stuff like that. So if you'd like to see that, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications on the little bell so you receive updates, very important. And let's take this for a drive. So I'll start in comfort and just drive around a bit before I will switch to sport and let you hear that amazing exhaust. So quite civilized like this, and I really like that. I think that's one of the biggest perks of this car, that it does sort of have two faces. You can really drive it very calmly, keep it in comfort mode. The exhaust valves shut, and well, it's just a nice car, not too shouty, not too out there and in your face. The suspension is really nice as well. They have changed that compared to the previous A45, but the Autobahn is the real place to test the suspension, so I'll get into that later. What am I doing? I'm driving around like a grandma, so let's just put it in race, manual. That exhaust starts popping. I feel like they have changed the performance exhaust as well, because we drove the previous A45 as well, and I can't remember that it was this loud. And I also think that the pops and crackles are a bit better and less predictable, so it doesn't feel like it's doing the same thing over and over again and drives you nuts at a certain point. I think this is a bit better. They have changed the gear ratios as well, so third, fourth and fifth gear are shorter, so it feels even faster on the autobahn and on roads like these as well. But that exhaust is really the party piece of this car, because it's really insane what they have been able to get out of this car. This sound comes from a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which is really impressive. You know, it's a great sound. It doesn't really feel like a 4-cylinder, or it doesn't sound like one. It actually kind of feels like one. So I'll open the window a bit. You can hear a bit better. Let me demonstrate how quickly this car gets off the line, because it is really, really impressive. I'm in race mode, switch off manual, so just stop here. I have ESP as in sport mode in race automatically, so just foot on the brake, 2 pedals, confirm, pedal up, full throttle. Oh man, that's quick. That was already 0 to 100, so that's about 4.2 seconds. 381 horsepower, 475 newton meters, so up from 367 in the previous A45. And well, it feels really, really aggressive, and it's really, it is seriously impressive. The only problem I have is, does it make up for the fact that it doesn't have a 6-cylinder? I mean, you can also get a BMW M140i with that delicious V58 6-cylinder engine, which feels a lot smoother, and to be honest, it feels more powerful at higher speeds. But this is a full-blown AMG, so you know, the M140i isn't really an M car, it's an M performance, while this really is an AMG. So you get the sound that comes with that, you get the looks, so that is pretty cool. So the thing that strikes me most about this car is the fact that it really feels like it has a purpose. It has one purpose, and that is to go fast anywhere and anytime. So you have that 4-wheel drive system, you have that huge turbo bolted onto that 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It sounds angry, it sounds mean, it wants to go fast. And it has that sort of determination to be as spectacular as possible. And I think that is a really cool feeling to have in a hot hatchback. And that is sort of the essence of a hot hatchback. You want there to be an edge. And I think this does have that edge. Handling wise, it is not that impressive, I have to say. Everything is really good. Everything is really well set up, and you know, the hardware is there, but still you kind of feel disconnected from the car. And I don't know if that's because it has a 4-wheel drive system, it has a Haldex 4-wheel drive system. That always takes away a bit of the steering feel and the feedback that comes through. But I don't know, it kind of feels a bit distant, and that's a shame because it's really firm and tight and direct. I mean, it's not a problem to do stuff like that, but it just, you don't really feel what's happening. So there's a game of top trumps going on in hot hatch world. Audi comes out with one car, Mercedes matches it or goes even further, then Audi comes with something else and Mercedes comes with, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, the new RS3 had to be even more crazy than this, so it has 400 horsepower. It does 4.1 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. I mean, we are going towards sub 4 second 0 to 100 times, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not complaining. I think it's amazing. I think these cars are really fun, but they are starting to sort of lose the qualities that they initially had. So it was all about fun, about practicality, and about affordable hatchbacks, and that has changed because this car in the Netherlands, like it is right here, so with all these options, is 95,000 euros. And I know that's not relevant for probably most of you who are not in the Netherlands, but that's what's going on here, and that is really, I think it's ridiculous, to be honest. But it is a very impressive car, so maybe it's worth that. I don't know. I'll let you decide that. So let us know, what do you think about this? What do you think about these developments in hot hatch world? Okay, so since we have the AMG Drivers Package on this car, which means the top speed is raised from 250 kilometers an hour to 270 kilometers an hour in a hot hatchback. Really cool. We have our favorite autobahn here, so I'm just going to put it in race with the suspension in autobahn setting, so a bit softer. And there we go. That exhaust is very loud in here. Those valves open up, of course, in race mode. And well, because it is a four-cylinder, I really have the feeling I have to shout in here. Because it's a four-cylinder, you really feel that at higher speeds it gets some more trouble. And it's less easy to accelerate, but this is 260 already, so not that bad. 265, 268, 9, 70, 71, 72, that's the limiter. So quite impressive. Don't forget, this is a hot hatch which accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.2 seconds and top speed 270. That's seriously impressive, and that suspension, especially with that stiffer setting off, it's really quite nice for the autobahn. It's comfortable enough, but still provides enough feedback for you to feel in control. And that's also something they have worked on since the last A45 AMG, to make that comfortable setting for the suspension more comfortable, so you have more of a two-sided car. And they also included this race mode and this drive selector button, which the last one didn't have either. So let's put it in manual mode for some shifting. And you know, that 381 horsepower really feels great, especially on sort of lower speed corners, because you have that 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, that Haldex system, and that very, very aggressive four-cylinder engine. because they really had to push everything from that engine, and that's something you really hear and feel. And the fact that it has been pushed to the limits also shows when you look at ECU tuning companies, they really can't offer a lot of power increase on these cars, because you know they at AMG they already extracted the maximum from this engine. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a really nice Autobahn car because that sound, that engine, it's really cool. I hope to see you at the next POV review. You can subscribe by clicking on the little icon in the bottom right corner. Don't forget to turn on your notifications if you do, or if you're already subscribed, for updates when we upload new videos. And you can also follow us on social media. Just search for AutoTopNL. Thanks, guys. Bye.